Hey kids, this is your friend Larry the Cucumber. Do you want to know how a house gets built on a firm foundation? Alright then, let's talk to some real builders and find out.
Hi, my name's Andrew, and I'm a builder.
Hi, my name's Joey, and I'm a builder.
Hey guys, I'm Larry, and I play a builder on TV. So Joey, how'd you get started?
I've been in construction for 12 years, and I started early on at 21 years old as a project manager. Started learning about plans and drawings and all the things that go into building a building and construction.
Cool. How about you, Andrew?
The job that I'm in now is a project manager for a commercial construction company. I've been doing for about 3.5 years.
What kinds of things do you build?
I build lots of doctor's offices, I build churches, I build multifamily homes, and I build places like banks and grocery stores.
So what made you want to go into construction?
As a kid, I always loved playing with Legos or building sandcastles. I always loved putting the little plastic building pieces together and having that sheet of paper telling me what it was supposed to look like, following those directions, and then it ending up with some sort of contraption.
What are you working on right now?
This is an eye doctor's office. And I met with the doctor early on, and we started talking about what her dreams were for what her building would look like, how it would come together, what would it look like when people drove by down the street, so that when people needed their eyes fixed, they could come see her. So this has been one of my favorite projects.
So how do you figure out how you're supposed to be building something?
When we're building a building, we start with a plan, and we know based on the engineers who are the guys who will really determine what material is suited for building. They tell us what to use. So when we get our plan from them, when we get the blueprints, we know which materials to use.
Bob built with sticks, wood to be exact. More importantly though, he thought long and hard about the best place to build. And having laid a strong foundation, he knew it was the kind of work that lasted.
Does it matter where you put your building?
It's very important to choose your building site, and a lot of things go into choosing your building site. For instance, how flat is it? Are there any holes in your building site? How high is it? And how does it relate to everything around you? So it's very important to pick a site that is suitable for building a building and doesn't have any sinkholes or soft ground, and will be a good spot to put your building, because a building weighs a whole lot.
Whoa, so those heavy buildings have to stand on something strong. Is that where the foundation comes in?
The most important thing is the foundation below the building, because if the foundation is not correct, the building will not stand in place, because a fire could come, a tornado could come, any type of weather or rain or wind could come and blow the building over or push it down.
So when we build a foundation, we're starting in the dirt. And that's really the fun part, because you have all these big bulldozers moving around on site, graders, scrapers, and they may work for months getting the ground level and getting it to a point where you can then excavate.
I start digging the foundation like we're doing here, and I can't stop digging until I know I've hit sturdy ground. These guys here, you can see that they've hit hard ground. See the rock? That's something good to build on, the rock.
The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house. Yet it did not fall, because it had its foundation on the rock.
So we've hit rock, and once we hit that rock and we hit solid ground, and everyone says it's okay to build on, we put reinforcements in place or steel in place to help reinforce the foundation, and we can pour concrete on top of that sturdy ground so that so everything from the bottom up is very strong and can stand the test of time.
So the foundation is really important, huh?
The foundation is never really the prettiest part of building, but it is the most substantial. It is the beginning of everything. And without the foundation, you're only gonna have struggles. You're only gonna have frustration later on when you're building. Your building will sink, it'll tilt, it'll crack, it'll fall apart. without that foundation that really anchors it into the ground.
Strong in the ground, you stick around.
Wow, sounds like you really have to stick to good plans to build a strong building.
But we have to follow a plan, or else it's just not going to go together. It's not going to stand.
You done good, kid. You followed the words in a book.
Wow, that was awesome, guys. Thanks for showing us how important it is to build a house and our lives on a firm foundation. See you next time. Bye!